Hey guys, it's me, Kelly. This is going to be a very quick video. I'm going, my daughter's birthday is today. She turned 19, and so we're going to take her to a early dinner and just out a little bit. Just a little bit of something to celebrate a little bit. And so I thought I would do a video very quick. As you can see, I did a little bit. I wanted to give her a hairband, so to say, but I want to do it, and I want to put some lace on it. Now, I was going to put on something else instead of lace, but I really like the lace, but I'm going to dye it black. So I thought I would show you very quickly how I would dye it black. This is just a piece of lace. I love lace. I can never have enough lace. Lace is like bubble wrap to me. You never can have too much. But what I'm going to do is just cut it down, just a few inches. I don't know if this will rip. No, I don't want to rip it too much. I want it to be raggedy, but I'm going to show you. Now, you could really have a lot of fun with lace because, as you can see, you can really make it raggedy looking, torn. You can do all kinds of fun things with it. But what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to spray it with, where's my, going to spray it with some water. Where did my water go? Here it is. So I'm just going to spray it. And this is very easy. Now I don't know what the heck I have in here. It's blue, but I don't care. I just wanted to get this wet. Unless I smell alcohol, which one never knows with me. All right, and you can see just by spraying it. Now what you can do is you can take your water bottle, or you can wet your paint, which I'm going to show you, which I've showed you 20 million times. But you can put your little bit of acrylic paint in here with water, and you can make it a spray, what do they call them? Like dilutions and that kind of thing, an acrylic spray, and it would be permanent. I like to put a drop of Elmer's white school glue or whatever white school glue you have. I buy my bottles. I got this is from Stamp Pendants. I must have got this on clearance at Michael's or AC Moore. But what I buy is I go to my drugstore, whether it's Rite Aid, CVS, Walmart has it, Target has it. They have a travel section. And in their travel section, sometimes you can get 3 for $1. But they have great water bottles. I don't see any of mine because I have them all put aside for me to fill up. But they have great water bottles that you can use in their travel section, and that's what I use. And I will put a squirt of like a squirt of acrylic paint. I will fill it probably halfway with water, and maybe a drop of school glue, and shake it, and you have a great spray. Now, in order for you to, and this is for any spray that you have, ink spray that you have, when you're done using it, okay, this is my advice, and I know this is a pain in the butt, but take it out, all right? Spray it on a piece of paper or whatever, you want to spray it out so no more sprays out. You want to take a wet rag. But I got to clean it here today. I know I say that every day, but I'm hoping to do it today after I get home. And you just wipe this nozzle, right? And sometimes it comes off, and you really want to be anal about it, which I am sometimes. You can just put a little Q-tip in that little hole. But you just do that. Make sure nothing else comes out. Give it a wipe, and then put it back in. 9 out of 10 times, you won't be clogged. Trust me, I know, because I'm always clogged. But I take a laxative, and I'm okay. Bump-a-da-dump. Yeah, all right. So I want to give her a black lace. So I'm just going to take a little bit of the black. I'm not going to do much. I'm going to take my same technique where I wet my brush, put it in the water, and you can see it's watered down, and then brush it. Or you can just put this in like you're dyeing fabric, scrunch it up. Get the heck out of there, you little brush. Or you can scrunch. I see, I'm like so jammed up here. It's my fault because I like to do too many things. And you just paint it. Or you could spray it or whatever your heart desires. But this is how you'll make your white lace. And you don't want to use your heat gun on this or even your hair dryer, I would suggest. Because it will melt. And if you want it darker, you just put more paint. And I use a little bit of water. Oh, that's a lot of paint there, Cal. I use a lot of water because it makes it flow better. But you don't have, I mean, you could do whatever you want. The paint's going to be thick. So just kind of, you see how it kind of like doesn't flow, but that's all right. Okay. Oh my gosh. Look, oh, how fun. We're mixing and mixing and smushing and smushing. All right. Now, normally, if I was more organized right this second, I would have a art journal page open and I would just soak up all this deliciousness. But me organized? Not lately. But I have ideas today after I get home later, so we'll see. And then what you're going to do is you're just going to lay this to dry. And you have then, and you can do it any color you want. Black is what I'm doing because I'm doing that. I'll probably maybe put some glitter on it after it's dry. But I just wanted a little bit of, and that's if you don't have black. If you have black or a color that you want to use or you want to use white, please do. But that's going to give it a nice look for me to put on my girl. Okay, so I'm very overwhelmed, honestly, due to the fact of, it's so funny because I mailed out 3 RAKs, Random Acts of Kindness, and 2 of the people did not have a YouTube, and they emailed me yesterday, and I also saw last night that one of the people who got my RAK secret had messaged me that she had got it and she was going to make a video, which you guys don't have to make a video if I send you an RAK. It's not a big deal. But I was very happy I got to see that this morning. She had me in tears, but I want to tell you guys, if you get RAKs from me, you don't have to make a video. And I know that the 2 people that I sent to don't have the capabilities of making a video. They felt really bad. And I'm like, don't feel bad. It's okay. I do this because I want to do it and I love doing it. And that's it. Also, and this is, I don't understand. I don't quite understand. And I like the way that Secret, ended her video talking about like the mental health and chronic illness, because I don't know why people do this. And I have to say, especially if she's watching this, I appreciate it more if somebody leaves a comment and has the nerve to leave a comment that may not be so favoring about me, because at least they have the nerve to do so. Normally I just block them. I don't really give a crap what anybody, thinks. But because of the fact that I didn't, this is what she wrote, and it's common knowledge. You can see it on my post for my chronic illness. She began to tell me, she said, RA has to do with the joint. It's called rheumatoid arthritis. Yeah, no fucking duh. Surprised with this vlog. Can understand the inflammation for the fibro. Funny you never mentioned what type of blood work. Things that make you go, And I was taken back by that because, first of all, I don't owe anybody an explanation of anything I deal with. I do it because so many people are ill. So many people are beat down, whether it's mental or chronic illness. I've been sick since I was 28 with RA. I freaking know what RA is, and I have it. I've been on IVs. I've been on needles. I am on a ton of medicine. So I don't need anybody to kind of explain what it is to me, especially when you don't have any videos of your own to make. And, but I appreciate your comment, because I'd rather you do that than be some troll who just gives me a thumbs down with no explanation. Obviously, she's not watched any of my videos, so she's not quite aware of me. And I do know, and I'm sure a lot of you have messaged me about and thanking me about not going too in depth. And it's the mental illness tag where I got a lot of these, because it does trigger people. Mental illness is a very harsh illness, as well as chronic illness, but just, and a lot of people get triggered. A lot of things trigger me as well. But when people leave comments like that questioning my integrity on, I'm not a smart person as far as book smarts and that kind of thing. I'm very street smart. I grew up like that. Yes, the fibro has me foggy sometimes, and yes, this and that, but I do know what I've been dealing with. I do know what runs through my family, and I don't know. I'd rather somebody be supportive. Why things that make her go, I have no idea. But like I said, I don't know. That offends me in the sense of everybody who's ill Does that mean everybody has to write every last thing down? Do I have to tell you about my IBS I have and the medicine I take and how sick I get? Should I have mentioned that as well? What about the other things? I mean, that's not, you all get the gist of what I'm saying when I talk about the chronic illness. It's not an easy thing to do. And a lot of you know that. A lot of you have commented and a lot of you email me who will not leave comments for anybody else to see. And I appreciate that. I appreciate everybody who doesn't want to share with other people yet. And that's completely fine. It doesn't make you a bad person. So I just wish people were more sensitive to people. I can be a really nasty bitch. I'm just going to say it. I can. And for the probably 98% of the time, depending on how I'm feeling, I really don't give a shit what people think about me. I've lost a lot of friends. I don't care. And it's due to my illness. And I don't care because they weren't really my friends. And this is talking over, 16 years. So please just be sensitive to other people. A lot of people tagged me in videos that they have made of them speaking of what they have or certain things. And I appreciate that. They're sharing themselves. You don't know how much that means to me because I know how hard it is. I know how hard it is. And I could have talked for another 2 hours on both mental illness and chronic illness. Just know that if you get thumbs down for being yourself and talking about something that's in your life, you get a thumbs down or you get a not so nice comment, know that you are loved and you are valued by people who care. People who understand you. Not everybody understands this thing. And I don't want anybody to be disheartened by somebody else leaving a very unsensitive comment, not understanding anything. A lot of people will write to me about my son committing suicide and all that a few years ago. And either they've lost somebody or they have thought about taking their life. That is so deep for me. And that means so much to me. And I would never, ever, I don't do thumbs down. I don't know if you guys know that, even on people that I do not like. And there are people out there that I do not like. Don't give them thumbs down. I don't. I won't watch their videos if I see them go through my feed or somebody else shares them or whatever. But I don't do thumbs down. I find that very disrespectful. If somebody takes the time to make a video, whether I dig it or not, I don't. And I've told you this to you guys a million times. I value all you guys. I value all your comments. I'm trying to go through every single one and just say, hey, thank you. So please don't get discouraged. It doesn't discourage me. I laughed and I read it to my husband and my daughter and we had a good belly laugh about it. And I don't really care what they think. But it made me wonder, like, if somebody would write something like that to somebody who might be having a bad day, and we all have our bad days, how disheartening that would be. And I don't like it. And I just wanted to say it because if the person who wrote that comment watches this, that maybe they'll just realize that, you know what, maybe that wasn't the best thing to write to people who are ill and not respected by our country. And you're not just writing that to me, you're writing that to everybody who's ill. And I just find that so disrespectful. And you know what? I appreciate you writing the comment rather than just being a troll and giving me a thumbs down. But you never know if you might write it to somebody who really will take that to heart and really, it would really screw their day up. So I just want you guys to know, again, don't pay mind to the trolls. Don't pay mind to people who write nasty comments. That's why I want to do a revolution of positivity. That's why I mention other people on here who have YouTubes because they're fantastic. And those are who you go watch. And that's who I don't sit and tote everybody. I don't sit and say, oh, I watch this one, watch that one. I only talk about people that I watch who I find great comfort in, who I find are supportive people, who I think are good people. They could turn around and be an asshole. I don't know. But those are the people that I watch. Those are the people that I really see really, really good goodness in them, if that makes sense. So, I'm just done. I'm just so frustrated at trolls and I'm so frustrated at Google. And, if I could get through to their freaking call center, not that my voice would make a difference, but these thumbs up and thumbs down, yes, I could take them off and I forget, but just give people power that they just shouldn't have. And I don't want to put I don't want to take that off because really I don't look at those things. But when I read that comment today, I thought, you know what? I have a very supportive husband and daughter. I'm very blessed. I have very supportive people in my life. I am just beyond thankful. But I know a lot of you are starting out. I know a lot of you are just putting your videos up. I know a lot of you want to share what you know and your knowledge and maybe help somebody else. And people like that who leave nasty messages. And I know a lot of you get them. Oh, it just breaks my heart. It just makes me want to freak out. I want to grab them by the shoulders and say, really? You know what? Go sit in your little corner and do your thing. And drives me nuts. So I love all of you. I value all of you. You guys are so loving and supportive. And that's why I'm throwing out, I'm giving out, doing some random acts of kindness for people. And I'm going to do a thing on YouTube. I'm figuring out how to do it where all my subs can put their addresses if they want. I want to find a place where it's safe, where nobody can get the addresses. If you're in my All Things Creative group, you can definitely put it in there. Nobody can get in there but us. But I love sending out random acts of kindness. And I got 2 paintings that I'm going to be sending out and some things here and there. And I got a giveaway coming up. I'm hoping to get it on the up and going tonight. If not tonight, it'll definitely be tomorrow. And I just love all you guys. And don't let haters get you down. They suck. They're haters for a reason because they hate themselves. And we are not. We are good people, and we're positive, and we might have bad days, and we might not be perfect, but you know what? We're valued, and we are loving people, and that's what I want you guys to remember. For everybody who's stalked by negative people, for everybody who gives thumbs down, for everybody who is just nasty and negative, just thumb your nose at them and just move on. Don't take it personally, and don't stop doing your videos, and don't stop, posting your artwork, because you know what? They don't matter because they're not doing anything. They're not doing anything but being nasty and putting out the negative vibes. So that's where I'm at with her. You can see, let's see, this is almost dry actually. And I'm going to put some glitter on it. And it's a little gray. I could go over it again if I want to give her, and obviously I'm going to cut it, but to give her a little bit more pizzazz on there. And I'm going to put on the skull flower. So I'm very excited. I don't know if anybody's going to want this in a giveaway because it's not as pretty as the first one. Or, it's going to be a little darker of an art. And then I got the other one to finish, and I'm very excited. And I love you guys, and I know I'm blabbling on and on, but I have so many thoughts in my head, and I want to say them, but I don't want to keep you forever. So that's what I'm doing next on her. I played with her a little bit yesterday after I got off recording. I thought I pushed the record button. I didn't. All I did was take some black, watered down black, and went over these. And do you see how they went back, but they gave you texture? So that's about it. I love you guys. You guys, all your comments, all your love. Oh, I love it. And listen, if I'm not subbed to your YouTube, leave your name down below and say, hey, I have a YouTube, because I like to sub to everybody who subs to me. And if you have a YouTube, I would just love to be subbed to you, or you can friend me on Google or wherever. So I love you guys. And remember, be kind to each other. You never know what battle somebody else is fighting. Remember that. Remember that, because not everybody's going to have a great day today. Okay? So just be kind. Be kind. Be kind. All right, guys. I love you. Bye-bye.